welcome back to the Braw and the Brave Weekly Roundup with me, Lisa Kennedy, and Lindsay Dunleavy.
Hi.
Hello. Oh,
That was my, yeah.
I've still not come up with any entrance choreography.
I'm quickly going to run out because there's only so much I can do from here.
I feel I'd need to use the chair because, I mean, it is a prop. Do you know what I mean? So,
Spot the
you came in
choreographer.
1 week and I'll be like straddling the chair, but turned round.
Leg here.
Totally. How are you this week?
I am good.
Have you seen anything, been anywhere, doing anything?
Well, I have, but it's been a school production.
Oh, yes.
So we have a big competition at our school, which is...
Which, by the way, is legendary because even when I was at school, they were talking about it.
I mean, it's been going on since...
And that's when the dinosaurs were roaming
been
the
going on since the 1970s. So it's a choral show competition where all three houses put on a 45-minute production, costumes, songs, choreography, harmonies. The kids get 2 weeks to come up.
Yeah, and it's incredible what they managed to do in that time.
So that was what I went to see during the week, but I also went to the Science Centre.
Did you?
I did. And I just thought, for a day out in the summer, we spent all afternoon there and probably could have spent longer because we didn't do the planetarium, didn't do the IMAX, and you forget it is so interactive. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
But I was then getting involved in some of the wee experiments where she had moved on and she was like, Mum, can we do this one? I'm like, sorry, I'm still over here with the sound waves, playing with sound waves.
I've been to the planetarium for an event, but I've never actually went round the Science Centre. So
it's expensive. However, if you're trying to wangle so many free things during the summer and then so many paid things, I would say it's worth the money.
Good.
And if you go earlier on, you could spend all day there and take a wee packed lunch. There's my top mum teacher tip. Take a wee packed lunch and your own snacks. Don't buy anything at the cafe.
Yeah,
because it's very expensive. So that was where I've been.
That sounds good.
Where have you been?
Where have I been? Yeah, just working youth theatre production still. I've got Pinocchio on next week at Irvine at the Hack. So I think we're probably nearly sold out because the mums and dads and grannies and all that and caregivers are being on it, which is amazing. So I've just been busy with that and obviously my other home, which is Berlinky, so I've been there.
But coming up, you've got your Musicals Mania.
Yeah, so Musicals Mania next weekend, and but the plans are always in the works. There's always something happening at Berlinky's. So I was looking online. I mean, I gave away the behind the scenes, with my lovely post-it note there. I was lying there and I was like, everybody can see that.
No,
I've
but we know
these.
that nobody's memorising them.
Well, it's just dates. You want to get it right, for people. The first thing on my list I've actually booked because I've been to it. So pub choir.
Oh. So I am desperate. Me and my department at work were like, we could do a department night out, and this came up, and I was like, my friend was in the video for this the last time.
I know, it was so funny because it was shot at St Luke's, and Eddie and I had went along. It was so funny because they basically make the audience into a choir. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm not, and that sounds serious, it's absolutely not. So it's very much just like low voices, high voices, in the middle voices. There's no soprano, alto chat or anything. So we arrived and he was like, right, see you.
Like, no, stay with me.
And I was like, what? And he was like, well, you're not going to be singing what I'm singing. And I'm like, excuse me, I can sing down the octave. So I was in mostly.
Do you know my
voices,
range, Eddie
mostly low voices. But it was just such a fun night. Astrid Jorgensen, who runs it, I believe she was a teacher, she's Australian. She's now travelling the world doing this, and she's so good at it. It's not a wonder why she's doing it.
She was like a comedian, so it's like a night out.
Yes,
she's
so
funny.
clever. And all the graphics and stuff on the screen, the way you followed. So you're not just singing the melody, or you're not just singing a harmony. Sometimes you're singing a part. So you might be singing oohs or doos or little oohs or doos.
Oohs or doos, that's your choice.
So clever, it's almost like following the bouncy ball kind of thing. So it's a very, if you're a visual learner as well.
I did love a Disney sing-along VHS back in the day.
That's what it was like with the wee bouncy ball.
Hello, that's my night out.
And there's funny gifs and stuff on it. And it's just like a really wholesome experience. Like you're with people who just love to sing, love the music. You don't know what you're singing until the week of.
My only issue with that was the last one she did. I want to say it was Back
We did
for
Back
Good.
for Good, yeah.
And I'd have been really disappointed because it's one of those songs, for whatever reason.
Well, at the time I wasn't like, yes. I was just like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It actually doesn't matter what
It'll
song
be
it is.
interesting then to see what song she chooses this time.
Yes.
So when is that happening, sorry?
So that's the 18th of August. This time it's at the garage on Sauchiehall Street. Yeah.
Not in the garage in forever.
I was like, sure. Back in the day. And 18th of August, so it's the Go On Then tour.
Amazing.
So yeah, getting there quick because the tickets will go.
Well, I was just thinking
on America's Got Talent recently.
What?
Have you not seen the footage?
No.
So she made the audience at America's Got Talent like into a choir. Yeah, so it's genius. It's so clever. So yeah.
Imagine going for teaching songs at an assembly and then going, do you know what I could do? Like, what? America's Got Talent?
And like we were so like, because the camera was so you're getting filmed or whatever, and they make a montage kind of thing of the event. And I just happened as the camera panned around, I gave Eddie a kiss, and he was like, "Yes, we're totally going to end up in that video," and then we did. I was like, "Yes, belter."
Guess who's had their media training?
I was like, and kiss now.
Timing.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. So August, a wee while away, but get it in your diary. Get your tickets booked.
Well, talking of that, I've got beef.
Oh, right. With me?
No. Talking about dates for things.
Uh-huh.
I got a notification when you're looking at tickets and we're talking about this weekly roundup.
You're signing your life away.
For the C word. Like I got a Christmas, like book your tickets now for a Christmas show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, what? It's July. Well, it's June. Like you're coming into July where I'm like...
Well, they do Christmas in July in Australia, don't they? So...
So... Christmas stuff is already coming out now, and there's pre-sale tickets on for Christmas shows and the pantos.
Go on it, pal.
And then, well, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I know I'm going to go to a panto.
You just don't want to necessarily shell out the dosh at this
point.
point.
Not really. And also, I'm like, picking dates this early. That's my beef. In fact, I've got two beefs.
Right.
The other one is not just Christmas. Don't even want to say it. I got a thing coming through where it was like, next big show coming to Glasgow, and I was like, oh wow, Mrs. Doubtfire, and I was like, oh my god, love the film. As a family we were like, let's all go and see it. Loved it. 2027.
Wow. I mean, you're like, I'm not sure what I'll be up to. Will I be residing here to go and see a show in Glasgow? Who knows?
That just seems, and I know it'll come around really quickly, and I bought tickets for Matilda, which is 2026.
Okay.
And I thought
you felt like that was far away. Yeah.
Was far away.
I'm the same as you. I don't tend to book that far in advance, but yeah, I guess with some things you do.
But then I'm one of those people that goes, the tickets left are so expensive.
I know, I didn't do that with Hamilton, and now I'm really regretting my life choices.
We've got Hamilton tickets. That was one I didn't mind booking that far in advance. However, 2027 to me, I'm just like, no, come on, 18 months.
That sounds like the future.
Well, what?
Totally.
So that's where... At the moment we were talking about a weekly roundup, I'm like, there. Sorry, Lisa, I'm 2 years ahead.
Yearly roundup. What's happening in this year?
What is happening this year? What else can we go and see now?
Also, before something in July, actually, Chunky Jewellery at Tramway. So it's so funny because this was on my radar and then I'd forgotten about it because when I was I'm just pure dropping things. When I was working on Panto and I was at National Theatre Scotland, I met these two lovely humans, I know, in the reception, and I was like, oh, what he's working on? And they were like, oh, we're creating a show called Chunky Jewellery. And now it's happening. So it's Barrowland Ballet, 29th of July. Jude Williams, Natasha Gilmore and Ben Duke have written it. And this is the kind of synopsis, the kind of tagline. 2 friends, 1 year, 2 births, a death, 18 bursts of laughter, 30,000 tears and 1 piece of chunky jewellery.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
That's exactly what I was like. I'm intrigued with that. So yeah, that's 29th of July.
Chunky jewellery makes me think it's about a mum figure or somebody. Like, you know, there's always an art teacher or like a gran that wears like pure chunky jewellery. Totally. You're like, or you're in the garden centre and mum's like, oh, that's lovely. And I'm like, like,
not a chunky jewellery kind of person. But this sounds good. And my other recommendation, because I have seen it and so have you, and he's he is a friend, but this man.
I know who you're going to say.
This man is just a genius.
Yes.
The Wonder Room, Ryan Davidson.
So I know the lovely Ryan Davidson. I have been in an art project with Ryan Davidson. I've been painted next to Ryan Davidson.
Yes, you have.
I have still not seen his Wonder Room show.
You've not seen it? I thought you'd seen it.
I got tickets, couldn't then go.
Aye, that's right.
And I sent my mum and dad. So
well, you can go now.
My mum and dad. My mum was all for it, loves the show. Dad, very sceptical and was like...
he was sitting with the arms folded and all that.
So Ryan said, it's like close up.
Yeah, so this is at Grand Central Hotel.
Illusionist.
Yeah, small room, 20 people maybe max.
And it's not purpose built, but the room, isn't it, is created around his show, and not to give too much away.
He's curated the whole thing. I mean, so I want to say magic and then some folk go,
it's not magic.
It's beyond that. It's beyond that.
More, he probably would take this, but I'm like, it's more like Darren Brown, like it's that kind of...
mentalist.
Yes.
But then there's a very visual element to it. It's not just reading your mind as such, but but it's like, I mean, Ryan in past shows has composed the music for like his shows. Like he is just an artistic genius.
And
I would say
he's just a lovely
and
guy.
he's just a normal guy who's just doing something that he loves and creating these amazing shows. So if you have not seen Ryan Davidson, The Wonder Room at Grand Central, 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd of August, because June sold out. Well, obviously we're at the end of June
sell
now.
out so quickly.
I don't know
That's
if the show's on in July, so the dates that I found were for August, so I would get in quick because, like I say, it's a very small, intimate audience.
So he said, my dad sat like this. I can picture it. Face like thunder, like that. Entertain me. Go.
Show me.
And I remember Ryan texted me going, I played to your dad. Like, he was on my radar. And having spoken to my dad after it, he was just like, that was brilliant. And I'm like, yes, converted. Knew you'd love it. Knew you'd love it. So, yes, my mum and dad have been with my tickets. I need to get tickets and go.
You need to go now. Yes. Yep. So that was my weekly roundup.
Amazing. My only other one is I am crawling, Lisa. Crawling to the finish line of school.
There, you can see it. There.
School's out for summer. Oh, we're nearly there. So for anyone who's either a staycation or you're just staying at home, I've put on my to-watch list the Jules and Greg's Wild Swim on BBC iPlayer because
I love them both.
I love Julian Immo. Anyone who loves Still Game will love and tune the fat, obviously.
She is like one of those humans that just like, you meet her and every time you meet her, she just makes you feel like...
Just radiates joy.
That's the one.
She's just lovely. So I have watched season 1, but I've not watched season 2. And having spent a lot of time, I've got a paddleboard. I'm one of those guys. Like, I've got a paddleboard and I sometimes go up to Loch Lomond from my paddleboard. I'm that guy. I don't tend to do wild swimming.
Yeah, and
I know it's not your thing.
Like, I mean, she totally had me when she was talking about it. I was like, if anybody's going to convince you to do it, it's going to be Julie, do you know what I mean? Like,
but they kind of teach you in their episodes, the ones I've seen, one, to do it safely, and obviously there's groups and stuff that do it around.
Yeah, a lovely community.
And it's obviously, there are certain places that are better to do it and they're safer to do it. So if you are thinking of needing a wee hobby or want to be more active during the summer, I would highly recommend watching Jules and Greg's Wild Swim on iPlayer, catch up with it, and then that might give you something to look forward to during the summer.
That's lovely, I like that.
Yeah,
and they've got a book coming out and everything. Yeah, totally. Like, they're just, it's just lovely.
Scotland's power couple.
I know, totally. I'm so chuffed with them. Like, they are just amazing. But these are, that's a good recommendation. Abby, telly recommendation's lovely as well. Yeah,
so watch the telly or book tickets for 2027. Like, no in between. Mine's are very random.
It's good. We like random. That's good. I like it. It's all good. Oh, that was lovely. Thanks very much. I'll see you same time, same place.
Bye. Next week.
And on that note, thank you so much for joining us here on our weekly roundup. If you're not already following us on the socials, please get on there. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, we're there. And you can subscribe on Patreon for all the extra Braw Brave content. And these mugs, I know I said it last week, but they are on their way. They're coming. These mugs.
Yes, for people to buy who are then on our Patreon. I actually was watching you on YouTube while I was at the gym on the Stairmaster. So another way to watch, just get us
to be you at the gym and listen to me.
get us on YouTube too. Subscribe and like.
So thanks so much for joining us in the weekly roundup. We'll see you next week.
Bye.